I need to use microphone. For an old guy, you know. Yeah. My name is Samuel. Just first, I would like to welcome everybody to this information session. You know, the weather is so beautiful. So when I was walking outside, I almost forgot to come to this information session. I think actually we should have more people here, but I think that's why I said because the weather is so beautiful outside. So that's why some of you probably just forget to come to this information session. Okay, next. Maybe I want to ask you a few questions to make sure that how much you know about this IMBA program. How many of you know that this is the first English MBA program in Taiwan? Oh, not so many. Thank you very much. And the second question, talking about this is the only duly accredited MBA program in Taiwan. I don't know how much that you know about this accreditation. Oh, still not so many. Okay, you know how many B schools in the world right now? Anybody want to guess that how many business schools in the world now? Okay, the answer is more than 10,000. So there are more than 10,000 business schools in the world. So when you're going to go to apply or you want to go to study, to choose some MBA program, how do you know that which are good MBA programs or which are good business schools? That's why we need to apply for accreditation. And there are two major accreditations in the world. One is from the States, it's called ACSB. Up to now, there are about 500 B schools in the world on this ACSB accreditation. Okay? And the other one is from EU, it's called EQUIS. Now in the world, there are about a little more than 100 B schools in the world on this EQUIS accreditation. That means because there are so many B schools in the world, that's why you need to apply this accreditation to let everybody know that you are a good MBA program or you are a good B school. Okay? That's why we say this is so important for this college or for this program to earn both of these accreditation. That means if you get your degree from this B school or from this program, when you go outside to contact the international people, you can say we are from a B school with double accreditation in the world. That guarantees some kind of quality of teaching and research. Okay? And I was teaching in the States for over 10 years. And since then, when I usually try to encourage my students to study abroad. So, in the past 10 years, I've probably already sent out about 50 students to study abroad. But, in these 2 years, I changed my mind. I try to encourage my students to stay in Taiwan and to apply for IMBA. And in the following, I'm going to tell you why I changed my mind. Okay? Next. I want to make some brief comparison between NCCU IMBA and some MBA programs in the US and in UK and in some other schools in Europe. Okay, I think if you're going to study in USA, you know that the tuition a year probably about $50,000 a year. Okay, the UK is going to be about 20,000 pounds, and in the B schools in Europe, it's going to cost you about 20,000 euros. Okay, but if you study in NCCU IMBA, it's going to cost you about 75,000, which is about 1/4 or 1/5 of the tuition that in those B schools in the world. Okay, but you're going to receive as good teaching quality as those MBA programs in the world. Okay? Actually, just last week, one of my students came to me and asked me to write a recommendation letter for her to study in UK. Okay? And I asked her why. Actually, that's what I told them, because when I come back here, when I try to encourage them to go to study abroad, this is a major reason that I asked them to go abroad, which is international experiences. Okay? But now in IMBA, actually, we can provide you even more diversified international experiences in IMBA compared to those MBA programs. Okay? Because if you study in IMBA, first, you will have opportunity to go for exchange in 104 top B schools in the world. Okay, this is a list. We have 10 in USA, including Purdue, including George Washington, including University of Washington, and many more. And 6 in Canada. All these are very good B schools in Canada. And Central and South America, FGV is the best in Brazil. IPAM is the best in Mexico. Okay, all of them are top B schools in their home countries. And then next, you see the list in Asia. We have the top 4 in China, and all the top B schools in Hong Kong, in India, in almost all the countries. Next. Continue. Next. We have 47 in Europe. Where you can find all the major B schools in Europe. All of them are partner schools. And then if you study in this MBA program, you have this opportunity to go to apply for exchange to those B schools without paying extra tuition, just pay the tuition and NCCU in our IMBA program. So this is a very, very good opportunity. But for the exchange, that's only for study abroad without degree. Okay, and then that's just for 1 semester, but you can apply for 2 exchanges. Okay, but if you want to go to study for degree, then you can go to study the dual degree that we have with some of our partner schools. That means you can spend 1 year in NCCU and the other year in these B schools, including Audencia, ESCP Europe, IESEG, and Electric, and Manhattan B schools. So 1 year over here and the other year in our partner school, you can receive 2 degrees. Okay? And this shows the ranking of those schools in FT. FT ranking, all these are master in management. So you see ESCP Europe ranked number 2 in FT. Okay? All these are quite good B schools. So why do you need to, still the same, you don't need to pay their tuition. Just pay the tuition and IMBA, and you can go there to study for 1 extra year, and you can receive their degree, get their master degree. Okay? And that's actually the major reason I told my students, why do you need to spend that much money to go to study over there? If you can spend 1 year here and the other year in those schools, and eventually you are going to receive their degree and also the degree of IMBA and NCCU. Okay? And the other reason my student told me that she wanted to go to study abroad is because she wanted to experience some different or some special teaching quality or some that kind of stuff. But in IMBA, we also had many international faculty that they came back to our program to teach, including some professors from Cal State, from San Francisco State, from INSEAD, from UC Berkeley, from Purdue, and from SIPS. All these are very well-known professors in the world. Okay? So that's why I asked my student, then why do you need to go to study abroad if the professors actually are as good? Okay? This is just part of that. We also have many professors from this business community, and all of them are also very well known, including like the CEO of Standard & Poor's in China. Okay. So this is another advantage of choosing IMBA. Okay. Next, some of them may think that the other advantage for study abroad is they can experience some kind of interaction with those international students. But to tell the truth, this program probably has more diversified international students comparing a lot of MBA programs in the world. Right now we have 149 students from more than 20 different countries. So this program is really, really international, even comparing a lot of MBA programs in the States or in the UK or some other countries. Okay. Actually, we also have every year we also have about 300 exchange students from our partner schools, so which make this environment to be even more internationalized. Okay. So when I say 20 countries, that's only for IMBA students, but if you include those exchange students, actually there are more than 50 countries. So you can see this environment actually is very, very internationalized. So besides these international experiences, IMBA also have some features that probably will benefit you in the future if you come over here to study. This, the first one is a curriculum. For the curriculum here included, including some required courses and also 4 concentrations. In these 4 concentrations, entrepreneurship and management in Asia are the 2 concentrations we think this is our very unique advantage. Okay, for those international students that you want to have a career in Asia, or you don't know very much about Asia, this list of the courses in management in Asia probably can provide you some very fundamental knowledge and can kind of help you in the future if you're going to have a career in this area. So let's come to the list of the courses of management in Asia. Okay, this is a list of the courses. Actually, many of the courses are also offered in some leading big schools in China, like the one computer science and leadership. That course is also offered in Tsinghua and NCCU program, and like the cross-border strategic alliances. That course is also offered in CIPS and in Fudan University. So I mean, when you come over here, actually you will also enjoy some courses that has been taught in some other leading big schools in the world. Okay. The next feature of this program is that we try to encourage our students to start up their business in Taiwan or in the world. Okay, so that we start. You have to have the first entrepreneurial society of Taiwan. That's the first club that we have in Taiwan. Okay, that can encourage our students to start up their own business, and this has been a kind of culture in this program now. Okay, next. And also, so in the past 10 years, we already have more than 300 alumni over 50 different countries. Okay, so if you want to do some business, okay, this kind of network is going to provide you a lot of opportunities that you can work together with a lot of people from a lot of different countries. Okay. Next. And this is the list of our alumni board. Okay. Yes. Next. Okay. The next is the class hours. Still, in Taiwan, this is probably some other advantage that you enjoy. Is the class hours during the night time and the weekend. So most of you can still keep your job if you want. But of course, if you want to go for exchange or you want to study for dual degree, then you have to certainly quit your job if you want to study for dual degree. Next. And we also provide some scholarships that you can check in our website. Okay. So that's about it. As well as another thing, when we study to have this MBA program, we have a very high goal. We really want to have an MBA program that can be competitive in the world. Okay, so a lot of our professors put a lot of effort to try to make this MBA program a unique program in Taiwan or even in Asia. Okay, so that we can kind of help our business to train some international managers or professionals that can help the business in Taiwan to compete in the world. Okay, and I think that we have kind of achieved our goals step by step, and we try to recruit some good candidates that can help us, or we can work together to make this opportunity or this goal to be achieved in the future. And I think all of you are very good candidates, so we want to welcome you, and thank you again for joining this information session. I'm going to pass my time to Wales.